Hi, my name is Jose Rivas, and I work at Lennox Math Science and Technology Academy in Los Angeles, California. And I was also the recipient of the 2015 Shell Science Teaching Award. It has been an incredible honor to be called one of the best science teachers in the nation, and it has opened up so many opportunities for me. Opportunities that I did not know I would have the chance to do. More importantly, it helped me bring more resources into my classroom and more resources for my students, which has been outstanding. So my job with this video is to try to convince you to apply for the 2016 Shell Science Teaching Award and show what you have to offer, what you have to bring, because you deserve it. So a lot of the times teachers feel that they don't deserve this award. But I'm sure you do a lot of things above and beyond. Why not be recognized for that? So I'm going to go over 3 specific things to motivate you into applying for next year's award and give you some hints to help you along the way. Are you the type of teacher that wakes up in the middle of the night with this great idea for a lesson and you have to get it on paper, you have to set up your PowerPoint because otherwise you won't fall asleep? Are you the type of teacher that will stay up all night to make this great project, great lab, great lesson work? Are you the type of teacher that is always running around trying to get resources, looking for community support, looking for industry support, to try to make your classroom the best classroom possible and give your students the best educational experience they can get? If you are, then you should probably apply for the Shell Science Teacher Award, because that's the type of teacher I am. I love looking for the best way to introduce new concepts to my students, and I'm always looking. And you're doing all this work to make your classroom the best classroom possible, the best experience for your students. Why not get recognized for all that effort that you do in your classroom? I know for myself, I put in a lot of my money, a lot of my resources into getting the right equipment I need, even if I don't get reimbursed. And it's important for me to do that because I want to have a certain classroom environment. And what's nice about the Shell Science Teacher Award, if you win, you get $10,000. And the $10,000 goes directly to you to use as you want. For me, it helped me buy some additional things that I needed in my classroom, set up some field trips that I was interested in doing, and of course offset a little bit of all the investment that I put into my classroom. So if you're the type of teacher that's on the edge, looking for new things to implement in your classroom, exciting ways to introduce new concepts, and you invest all this time, you should definitely consider applying for the Shell Science Teacher Award. So for the application process, you're going to need 1 letter of nomination and 3 letters of support. For the nomination letter, it usually is a colleague, and for the letters of support, you need at least 1 of them to be your principal. The other 2, I would suggest you use community partners, maybe use students that have graduated and have benefited from having you as a teacher, just to showcase a broad range of how your teaching has improved the lives or improved the community. Now, in addition to the letters, you're going to write an essay. And the essay is basically a showcase. What type of teacher are you in the classroom? And, this is your time to show off. Show off everything that you've done. Be creative. Have fun with writing the essay. It is a reflection piece, so actually it was very important for me when I was writing it. It actually helped me see and reflect on my teaching practices and what actually I do in my classroom because a lot of the times we don't have time to sit down and reflect. And so that was a nice part of that. You submit the essay, the letters of recommendation, and then the next step is, if you're in the top 10, which is an honor, if you're picked to be the top 10, you have to showcase yourself in a video. And the video you submit, and the video is, again, you're showing how awesome you are in the classroom, the things that you do with your students. You can do one lesson, like non-stop, just videotape, and it's 30 minutes. You could do snippets of the same lesson, which is what I did. Or you could do snippets of different lessons combined. So those are the three things you can do. Be creative about it. Again, you're showcasing everything that's great about you and how great your classroom is and how much fun your students are having. And I would say focus on the students. It is about you, but show, oh yeah, your students are having fun, they're having a great time. Show that also in addition to your teaching strategies, your teaching practices. Now, if your video is outstanding, you're going to be picked top 3. And from the top 3, you're going to get an email, a call, and then what's going to happen is that judges are going to come to your school to observe you in action, to see what it is about you that makes you so great and why you should be selected for the Shell Science Teacher Award. And so what will happen that day is you'll have a broad range of people that you want to bring in. You want to have parents, you want to have students, alumni, you want to have community partners, you want to have other teachers in your school, and you're going to organize this so when the judges come in, they're going to talk to all these different types of people. They're going to come into your classroom, they're going to see what you do, they're going to ask questions to your students. And for me, it was extremely humbling to actually see all these people come together to talk about me and the stuff that I do in my classroom. And it was very humbling. I felt very honored that all these people had to say all these great things about me. It was pretty amazing. It was an amazing day. And even if I wouldn't have won, just that community was amazing for me, and I really appreciated, everything that everyone outside saw of me and the things that I do in my classroom. Now, if you're selected, so even if you're for the top 3, you will already be going to the awards banquet at the National NSTA conference. So you're already guaranteed a nice trip, a nice banquet. And then it comes down to the judges to decide who's going to be the first place, the number 1 for the award. Now, if you're selected, you'll find out your principal. Maybe they'll do an assembly, whatever it is. It's going to be celebrated within your school, and then you'll go to the awards ceremony, and you'll get presented with the award, with the $10,000. You'll have a nice dinner. You'll get to network a lot. It's going to be probably the best evening you can imagine. It was an amazing evening for me. I met so many people. I talked to so many different groups of people. I was able to network and actually bring in more resources into my classroom. So it was a fantastic day. So you have a lot of work to do, but again, it's worth it. And more importantly, aside from winning and getting all this recognition, it's a good time to start reflecting on your practice. So enjoy the application process because it'll actually make you a better teacher. So being the winner of the 2015 Shell Science Teacher Award is an incredible experience, and it helped me reflect a lot on my teaching practices. And I actually did apply for the 2014, and I was a finalist. I was in the top 3. And that experience really changed me because it helped me see, okay, what were the things that I was doing in the classroom, and how can I become a better teacher? So the process of me doing the application made me a better teacher. In addition, I was able to meet these incredible judges who are amazing teachers in their own right, and I learned a lot from them. And I networked with some of them to bring resources into my classroom. And from that experience that I had in the 2014 application, I decided to try again and do the 2015 application with all these new things that I learned about myself, about my classroom, about my community, and how I teach, and then try to apply again and show a broader range, more of myself, of what I do in my classroom. So I applied again, I reflected again, I changed my teaching once again, I learned new things that I can apply. The judges were amazing again. I networked with judges again to bring resources into my classroom, and it was an amazing experience. And I got first place for the 2015, which is still a dream. I still can't believe I got it. But the journey was very important, and it made me a better teacher. So I hope with this video, I've motivated you, maybe inspired you to think about your practice and apply. Because I'm sure, like I said before, you're doing amazing things in the classroom. You're doing wonderful things with your students. Why not show that to the entire nation? Why not apply and show how fantastic, how great of a teacher you are? So I hope you apply, and I hope to see you in 2016. Good luck.